Hello students, welcome back to all 4 e-learning classes. Okay, today we discussed about the new topic electric dipole. Okay, so already we studied about the what are point charges. Okay, electric field intensity due to point charge or system of charges. Now today's topic is about the electric dipole. See, what is electric dipole means? It is a system of two charges. Electric dipole is a system of two charges having equal magnitude and opposite signs. Equal magnitudes, opposite signs, and separated by certain distance. Separated by the certain distance. Let us take here, this is a electric dipole. Two charges having one is negative charge, the other is a positive charge, but same magnitude. What is they separated by a distance, certain distance? Let us take this is a 2a. The distance between the two charges is a 2a, or you may take 2l. Okay. So from center to either of the charge, from center of electric dipole to either of the charge, what is the distance is here? A. A be the distance of the charge from the center. Okay, this is A and A. What is electric dipole means? It is a system of two charges having equal magnitude, opposite in signs, and separated by certain distance. It may taken as either 2l or 2a. That means from center to either of the charge the distance is a. This is an electric dipole. Not only q and minus q, you may take plus 3, minus 3, plus 4, minus 4 like that. Okay. So this is an electric dipole. And electric dipole moment, electric dipole moment, it is a vector denoted by p bar. Electric dipole moment is a vector quantity denoted by p bar. What is electric dipole moment means? See, the electric dipole moment can be defined as it is a product of magnitude of either of the charge, product of magnitude of either of the charge, and distance between them, distance between them. What is the distance here? The distance between the two charges is 2a. The product of magnitude of either of the charge and the distance between them is called as electric dipole moment. And we say that what is it is a vector. It is a vector quantity. Okay. So we should specify the direction. What is the direction of dipole moment means? Direction is direction from negative charge to positive charge, minus q to plus q. Minus q to plus q. The direction of dipole moment is always from the negative charge to positive charge. Okay. So what are the units? Units of dipole moment is, see, what are the units of charge? Coulomb. Distance meter. So we may write units coulomb meter. cm. C stands for here coulomb meter. Okay. So this is about the electric dipole moment. The product of magnitude of either of the charge and distance between them is called as electric dipole moment. It is a vector and the direction of dipole moment is from negative charge to positive charge. And what are the units? Coulomb meter. So in the last topic we are studied about what is intensity of electric field due to point charge and electric field intensity due to the system of charges. Now here again we should calculate the intensity of electric field at any point on the axial line of electric dipole. At any point on the axial line of the electric dipole. See, intensity of electric field at any point on the axial line. The next topic is intensity of electric field at any point on the axial line. Of electric field at any point on the axial line of electric dipole. See, we know that what is a dipole and what is axial line. Axial line means the straight line passing through the system of two charges. The straight line passing through the system of two charges of an electric dipole is called as a axial line. Here let us take, this is a electric dipole, okay. The charge here it is minus q and here it is a plus q. Electric dipole, what is separated by a distance? Let us take 2a be the distance between the two charges. Now what is axial line here? Axial line means the straight line passing through the system of two charges. The straight line passing through the system of two charges is called as a axial line. So now let us draw an axial line which is passing through the system of two charges. Okay, let it be the axial line. Now we should find the electric field intensity at any point on the axial line. Okay, so consider a point P on the axial line. Let us take, this is a point P on the axial line of electric dipole. Okay, what is here? Let us take O be the center. O be the center of electric dipole. AB is an electric dipole. At A negative charge is there. At B, a positive charge is kept. The distance between A and B is 2A. And here we are considering a point P on the axial line. Okay. The point P is there at a distance R from the center of electric dipole. Okay. What is the distance of point P from the center of electric dipole is R. R is the distance of point P from the center of electric dipole. Now electric field at any point on the axial line due to electric dipole. Now what is dipole having here? Two charges. So first of all we should calculate the intensity of electric field by the positive charge, by this positive charge at the point P. Here write let E1 be the intensity of electric field. Intensity of electric field at the point P. At the point P, okay, by the plus q charge. By the plus q charge. See, we know that what is intensity of electric field due to point charge is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Okay, where q be the charge and r be the distance of the point P from that charge. Here E1 be the intensity of electric field at the point P by the positive charge. Can we write like this? E1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is the charge here? Q. And what is the distance of the point P from the positive charge? Okay, distance of the point P from the positive charge, BP. What is the value of BP? See here, from center to the point P is R. From center of electric dipole to the point P is a distance R. But in that, this value is from center to either of the charge is A. This is A here. So what is the remaining? This is R minus A. So the distance is here R minus A whole square. So it is a vector. We should specify the direction. See, we know that what is the intensity of electric field produced by the positive charge is radially outwards direction. Means it is along the direction of BP. This is E1 bar direction. Along BP. Okay. So what is E1 be the intensity of electric field at the point P, okay, by the charge, this positive charge plus Q. What is its magnitude? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus A whole square. It acts along the direction of B to P. Similarly, let E2 be the intensity of electric field. Intensity of electric field at the point P by the negative charge, by the minus q charge. Okay, so can we write what is E2 is equal to again 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, so what is the magnitude of charge? Q. And what is the distance of the point P from the negative charge? Distance of the point P from the negative charge. See, from here to, from center to the point P is R. From center to this charge is A. So what is the total distance of the point P from the negative charge is R plus A. So here you should write R plus A whole square. R plus A whole square. Now what is electric field intensity at any point by the negative charge is radially inverse. Radially inverse. What is due to the positive charge outwards from the charge, by the negative charge it is radially inverse. This is the direction of E2. Okay, direction of E2 along PA, along PA. Okay, now see, but we need resultant intensity of electric field. Electric field due to dipole, not by the individual charges. Electric field due to the dipole. So here we know the magnitude of E1, we know the magnitude of E2. And what are the directions? They are in opposite directions. Therefore, net intensity or electric field intensity on the axial line. Electric field intensity on the axial line. E axial is equals to E axial. So the net intensity of electric field on the axial line denoted by E axial. So these two, vector sum of E1 and E2. Vector sum of E1 bar plus E2 bar. So here already the angle between these two is 180 degrees. E1, E2 are opposite in direction. So subtract the minimum value from the maximum value. So if you are observing these two equations, so which one is maximum here? E1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus a square is there. And E2 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus a square is there. Here in the denominator r minus a, here it is r plus a. Remaining all are constants. The denominator value is more, E2 is less. So here E1 is greater than E2. Therefore we may write what is intensity of electric field on the axial line is E1 minus E2. Magnitude. The magnitude of intensity of electric field at any point on the axial line is E1 minus E2. Now substitute the values. What is E electric field intensity on axial line? What is the value of E1? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus a square. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus a whole square. And what is the value of E2? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus a whole square. Okay. In these two terms, q by 4 pi epsilon naught is common, which is equals to E on axial line. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught is common. What is remaining? Here you will get 1 by r minus a whole square minus 1 by r plus a whole square. Okay, q by 4 pi epsilon naught of 1 by r minus a square minus 1 by r plus a whole square. Okay, E on the axial line, q by 4 pi epsilon naught. So here a minus, it is in the form of a minus b square into a plus b l square. What is LCM here? Actually r minus a whole square into r plus a whole square In the numerator you will get r plus a whole square minus r minus a whole square. Okay, so the intensity of electric field on the axial line is equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. See, in the denominator it is there in the form of a minus b square into a plus b square. A minus b square into a plus b square can be written as a square minus b square whole square. So, r square minus a square whole square. A plus b whole square here. A square plus b square plus 2ab. Minus of a minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay. So that is equals to q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Here what will get r square plus a square. Here minus of r square minus of a square. These two are cancelled. R square plus a square minus r square minus a square. So what is plus 2RA? Minus into minus, again plus 2RA. So you will get 4RA by r square minus a square whole square. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught of 4RA by r square minus a square whole square. Okay. Now that is equals to E bar or E on the axial line is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. See, here 4RA can be written as 2 into Q of 2RA. 4RA we are written as 2 into, okay, 2AQ. 2A, okay, 2AR, 2 into 2AR. 4RA can be written as 2 into 2AR and the denominator r square minus a square whole square. So, E intensity of electric field on the axial line is 1 by, it may written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 into 2AQ r by r square minus a square whole square. 4RA can be written as 2 into 2AR and which can be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 of 2AQ into r by r square minus a square whole square. So what is intensity of electric field on the axial line? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2AQ. What is 2AQ? Is a dipole moment. Can be written as P. 2P R by R square minus A square whole square. Okay. This is an expression for intensity of electric field at any point on the axial line. For suppose, for short dipole, A is less than R. If A is less than R, so neglect A square from the above equation. Neglect A square because as compared to the R square, A square is much smaller. So neglecting. Whenever you are neglecting A square from the above equations, what you will get here? Intensity of electric field on the axial line is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p r by r square whole square, r to the power of 4, r get cancelled, so 2p by r cube. Okay, the intensity of electric field at any point on the electric dipole 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube. What is its direction? See here, we are subtracting E2 from E1. So the resultant is along the direction of E1, that is from negative charge to positive charge. Minus Q to plus Q. So this is the direction of the electric field intensity at any point on the electric dipole, axial line of electric dipole. Next one. So next one, intensity of electric field at any point on the equatorial line of electric dipole. The last one, axial line. What is axial line? The axial line is a straight line passing through the system of two charges of an electric dipole is axial line. Now what is equatorial line means? The perpendicular bisector of the axial line. Perpendicular bisector of the axial line is called equatorial line. So let us consider an electric dipole. Let AB is an electric dipole. Two charges, again what is same magnitude, minus q, here plus q. Separated by a distance 2a. What is the distance between the two charges? He is again 2a. Okay. From center to either of the charge, what is the distance is a. What is equatorial line means? The perpendicular bisector of the axial line. Now this is a equatorial line. Perpendicular bisector of the axial line is called equatorial line. Now consider a point on the equatorial line. Let us take this is a point P on the equatorial line of electric dipole. Okay, which is there at a distance again r from the center of dipole. R from the center of dipole. Now again we should calculate the intensity of electric field by the positive charge and negative charge. Now draw one line from the positive charge to the point P, negative charge to the point P. Okay. The distance of the point P from the negative charge and positive charge remains same. See here, let us take this is an angle subtended theta. Here also the angle subtended is theta. Okay. Now this is a AOPB or OAP is a right angle triangle or not. So from this right angle triangle, by using Pythagoras theorem we can write what is BP value. This is R and here it is A. The value is under root of R square plus A square. By the Pythagoras theorem, what is the value of BP is under root of R square plus A square, because O2B is A, O2P is R. Similarly here also what is the same value? R square plus A square under root of R square plus A square. Not only here, you may take any point on the equatorial line which is equidistant from the point A and B, that is from negative charge to positive charge. Now again calculate the intensity of electric field. Okay. Here E1 be the intensity of electric field at the point P by the charge plus Q. E1 be the electric field intensity okay by plus Q charge. So what is the value? We know that it can be written as E1 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by distance. What is the distance here? Under root of R square plus A square is the distance of the point P from the positive charge. Q by R square. R square means, okay, you should write like this, under root of R square plus A square is a distance, but square of the distance means square. Okay. So that is E1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square plus A square. Okay. So we should specify the direction. This is a positive charge. What is the direction? Is radially outwards. This is the direction of E1. Okay. Now let E2 be the electric field intensity. Electric field intensity at point P by negative charge, by minus Q charge. Okay. What is the distance? Again same distance. So what is E2 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Again q by what will get r square plus a square whole square. Here they are same magnitude, but is direction is inverse, radially inverse. This is a direction of E2 towards the charge. Positive charge outwards, negative charge inwards. But we need resultant. If you know the angle between E1 and E2 by using parallelogram law of vectors, okay, we can calculate the net intensity of electric field. But they are not in opposite direction. If they are opposite, they cancelled with each other. Okay, but they are in different directions. Now calculate the resultant of E1 and E2. How can we get? See, resolving these E1 into components. Okay, we know that this is an angle theta. What is horizontal component? E1 cos theta. What is vertical component is? This is E1 sin theta. E1 resolving into components, horizontal component, this is vertical component. Similarly, resolve E2 also into components. Now it is also an angle theta. What is horizontal component? Same in the direction of E1. So this is E2 cos theta. And but what about vertical component? The vertical component is opposite to E1 sin theta. This is a direction of E2 sin theta. See, at the point P, the vertical component of E1 and E2 are opposite in a direction, same magnitude. They cancelled with each other. But the horizontal components of E1, E2 are in the same directions. Okay, vertical components are cancelled with each other, but horizontal components of E1, E2 in the same direction. Therefore, net intensity or net intensity of electric field, net intensity of electric field at point P, intensity of electric field on the equatorial line is equals to sum of the horizontal component, that is we may write E1 cos theta plus E2 cos theta. Only sum of the horizontal components, because vertical components are cancelled. And we know that what is the magnitude of E1 is equals to magnitude of E2. So the intensity of electric field on the equatorial line can be written as 2E1 cos theta. 2E1 cos theta or 2E2 cos theta. Substitute the values. 2. What is E1? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square plus A square. Okay, R square plus A square. Okay, here also R square plus A square, here also R square plus A square. Square root on both sides, root cancel, adjust R square plus A square. But cos theta is there. Write again cos theta. Okay, see, if you are observing the diagram OPB or AOP, this is a right angle triangle. From this triangle, from the figure cos theta can be written as, from the figure cos theta is equals to adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is A. What is cos theta? Adjacent by hypotenuse. A by under root of R square plus A square. Cos theta is equals to A by under root of R square plus A square. Substitute here. Intensity of electric field on equatorial line 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2q by R square plus A square. Cos theta value A by under root of R square plus A square can be written as R square plus A square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Root can be written as power 1 by 2. Now here power is 1, here 1 by 2. If you are adding these two terms, what you will get? Intensity of electric field on equatorial line 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2AQ. 2AQ can be written as P. P by r square plus a square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, here power is 1, here power is 1 by 2. If bases are equal, we are adding the powers 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. So this is the intensity of electric field at any point on equatorial line. Again for short dipole, neglect a square. Neglect a square from this equation. What will get? So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by, if you are neglecting this value, r square whole to the power of 3 by 2. 2 get cancelled, you will get a r cube. Okay, this is about the intensity of electric field at any point on the equatorial line of electric dipole. What is the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by r cube. On the axial line, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by r cube. What is the direction here? See, the direction of horizontal component, vertical component are along the left side. That is from positive charge to negative charge. Direction is from plus q to minus q. Okay.